Hi guys, today I'm going to talk to you about the Agile software development lifecycle for IT projects. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, tell you what it is, what you should know before starting an Agile project, and why companies use it. So what is Agile? First of all, it's not technically a methodology. I'm going to repeat that, it's not technically a methodology. Seriously, Google it. It's actually just a list of 12 principles. I'm not going to read them out, I'm not going to bore you, Google it now. These principles are used to actually create ways of working which define the process and structure of the project. When someone says they're doing an Agile project, they need to be more specific with what methodology they're actually using. From my experience, the most common is Lean, Kanban or Scrum, especially in the UK. Internationally, I'm sure they may have weird and wonderful ways of doing it, but those are the ones that pretty much are on all the job specs in the UK at the moment. In a nutshell, Agile is an evolution of software development lifecycle projects from using traditional methods such as waterfall. The main difference is you cut out the theoretical planning stages and you start the practical building stages from the beginning with focus on small sprints. The traditional methods are more linear stages, while Agile is more cumulative building, where you're actually doing practical building in smaller cycles. As a golden rule, it's the exact same cycle as traditional methods, except it's broken down in smaller repetitive stages while you incrementally build the prototype versions. I'm going to pop the actual normal traditional stages on the bottom of the screen here, just to give you a quick idea. It's pretty much bog standard. All of you who work in IT will know all this already. It's feature-centric to ensure you're working towards a minimal marketable feature, minimal viable feature, minimal viable product, MMF, MVF, MVP, whatever you want to call it. It's basically building the product vision to meet the scope of the project. Basically, you're building around the functional requirements and you don't waste time working on non-functional requirements until a later stage. What else should you know about Agile? There's no gold standard approach. All companies have their own preference, which is either influenced by the project board or the sponsors or the top dog, whatever you want to call them, or the approach is determined by the actual developers or the talent, as I like to call them. Many companies chop and change their approach by department and they have their own preference. Another thing to note is you place a huge amount of faith in all stakeholders of an Agile project. There's always a benefit of using Agile compared to traditional methods, provided all of the stakeholders are engaged, committed, and understand how the process is more efficient and less reliant on time-consuming planning.